Hello, beautiful people. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you're watching me from. We are the Caves. So, welcome to my first official cooking video. Please rate me in the comment section. Yeah, if I did well or if I did justice to this food. So, stay tuned and make sure you enjoy this delicious spaghetti. Just look at how beautiful this food is looking. Stay tuned. So guys, first of all, we have our carrots. Most of this cotton, I usually prep them a night before the day I'm going to use them, and I like them fresh, but you can use mixed veggie if you have any frozen mixed vegetable. Yeah, it will save you a lot of stress not cutting all this by yourself. So we have our carrots, and next we have our green beans. Yeah, you guys not seeing how fresh this stuff looks. I prefer them fresh, like I said. Yeah, so this is our green beans. This is me prepping them a night before, like I'm supposed to cook it the next day, and I'm prepping all that and all so that I don't have to do a lot of work the next day when I'm cooking. Yeah, it's actually a lot. This is our green bell pepper. We're going to be using different bell pepper. You can use the yellow one if you have. You can use the red, you can use the green. But I think in this particular video, I'm going to be using the green one, and I'll also be using the red one, which you guys will be seeing shortly. But anyone available, they're all the same. Yeah, it's just different colors. Yeah. So here we have the red one. Yeah, it's just the color that makes the food look so yummy. So this is the red bell pepper, and that was almost times when I'm making this spaghetti. Like I get to use the yellow one too. It's actually nice too. So any color of bell pepper you have is fine. So this is all our bell pepper, well chopped, well diced. I'll also be packaging all of them in the fridge actually. Yeah. Then the next we are going to be cutting is our fresh tomatoes. Guys, you can actually I don't know if you can blend this. It's usually better cutting than blending, or even if you want to blend, you can rough blend. Yeah, so that everything will not blend. Yeah, but I prefer cutting. Yeah, it's better for me. But you can chop yours with a blender. I don't know, but to your taste. Yeah, so this is me cutting fresh tomato. We're not using pasta for this. Yeah, and then this is my scotch bonnet pepper and my onions. Of course, we're not a pepper fan. That's why I'm using this half pepper. Yeah, but if you're a pepper fan, you can use enough pepper. You can blend your pepper whatever way you want it. But I wanted everything diced. Yeah, so this is me prepping this, cutting the pepper. The next, I'm going to be cutting the onions. Dice it to your shape. It doesn't have to be a particular kind of cutting. Just cut your onions normal. I know this is me trying to be tush by using board for my onions. Normally I just slice them with my hand, but because we're making a video, I decided to use the chopping board. Yeah, it makes it easier though. I don't know. So after that, this is our meat going into the pot. Make sure you wash your meat. We're using chicken. You can use any protein of your choice. Even if you don't have meat, you can use egg. And then these are all the spices we're going to be using: curry, thyme, no, rosemary, benny. Use any spice you have. It must not be this particular spice, but make sure you have curry or thyme or rosemary. Yeah, very important. So this is me adding my curry. I prefer rosemary to thyme. Yeah, this is me adding my Nigerian spice. So if you have your tribal spice or whatever spice you want in your meat, just go ahead and add it, but make sure there's curry and thyme or rosemary in your meat. So this is me trying to spice the meat and all that. I love my meat so spicy. Yeah. So after that, we're actually going to, okay, this is me adding my seasoning. Yeah, I usually use my Maggi Star seasoning for just my meat, so I don't have to use my no. Yeah. After that, we're going to add our onions and then straight up to the gas. Yeah, okay, straight up to the oven wherever we're going to cook it. I know. Then this is my boiling water. I'm going to be using 500 grams of spaghetti. Yeah, I got this spaghetti from Tesco here in the UK. So we're using just one pack. I don't cook more than one pack. I just make one because it's enough for me and my family. So I'm going to be putting the spaghetti in this boiled water, but we're adding salt first. After that, I'm going to be adding a little bit of groundnut oil, just very little. Yeah, and then I'll have to break my spaghetti. If you have a toddler, you have to break your spaghetti so that it won't be too long for the child to eat. Yeah, so I intentionally break my spaghetti because I know my daughter is going to eat this. So guys, here we have our meat well cooked and all. I'm going to drain the meat and then wash the spaghetti first. Spaghetti is done. Make sure you run your spaghetti over a running water, but it shouldn't be hot water. Yes, to avoid it from sticking together. Yeah, so inside this pot, we're going to be adding our groundnut oil, any kind of groundnut oil you have, it doesn't matter. After adding that, we're going to be frying our meat. Mind you, you can grill your meat, you can fry your meat, you can leave it cooked if you don't want it cooked, grilled or fried. But here I'm going to be frying my meat. I've always grilled my meat, but this time around I said to fry. I was craving for fried meat. Yeah, so you can also grill, anyone is fine. So after frying our meat, I'm going to pack it out of the pot. Yeah, and then we can start frying other sauces. So here I've reduced my groundnut oil from, I didn't use all the oil I used for frying meat. That was a lot. I reduced it and I'll be adding my onions and pepper cut. After that, I'm going to be adding a little bit of spice, just my curry and rosemary. That's the spice I'm going to be adding just to give it that flavor. Yeah, so that's what I'll be adding. Afterwards, I'll just allow it to fry for some minutes, just 1 minute or so, not more than. Even if you don't have patience, you can just continue adding other things. Then afterwards, I'm going to be adding my fresh tomatoes. Guys, we're not using pasta for this. Yeah, that's the difference between the spaghetti and the jollof spaghetti. So we're not using pasta. Everything here is just fresh. So this is me adding my fresh tomatoes, and I'm going to allow this to fry. Yeah, you're going to allow it to fry like every other tomato. Yeah, if you know how to make egg sauce, the same way you allow your tomato to fry, that's how you're going to allow it. So here, we'll notice that our tomato is really fried. Yeah, it's fried already. So we're going to be adding other stuffs to it. This is me adding the carrots. Look at how fresh that carrot is looking. This is me adding the green beans. Yeah, so we're going to add just the carrot and the green beans and then allow it to will I say cook or fry for some time. Make sure your carrot is tender. You have to allow it to cook until the carrot is tender. Don't bother about the oil. you don't need a lot of oil because you don't want your spaghetti to be oily. So if you notice, you can actually take one or two carrots to make sure, like taste it to make sure that the carrot is cooked. Here I'm adding my spices. This is the most important part. Make sure you spice this part. Yeah, adding my no cube. I'm adding salt. Add them to your taste. Yes. So once I'm done adding that, actually added more spice later because we're not using pasta, so we have to make sure it's sweet. So make sure you season your carrot green beans mix very well. This is me adding other spice. Yes, make sure you add your spice. And here we're adding our spaghetti, guys. Yeah, this is where the work is. After adding the spaghetti, guys, you have to mix thoroughly. You have to mix properly. Yeah, after adding that, you can reduce your heat so that your spaghetti will not burn. And then you can also add a little stock from your chicken, the chicken stock, just very little, so that your spaghetti will not burn while you are turning it. Yeah, so this is me turning, and here I'm done turning. You have to be patient, except if you're using a very big pot. My pot wasn't so big, so I was carefully turning it. Like I was taking my time to turn to make sure that the mixed veggie has gone round the spaghetti. So once I'm done, this is when we are going to be adding our stock. Yeah, just very little. I didn't use all the stock. After adding it, I'm now going to be adding our bell pepper. Yes, when you add your bell pepper, you will now allow it to just cook for like 3 minutes, 4 minutes, and you will know that our spaghetti is ready. Yeah. So I'm also going to add another spice. This is Spice City. I'm adding this spice after adding the spaghetti just to still give it a little bit of taste. I'm sure some of you will be wondering why a lot of spice. You can cook yours to your own taste. I love my spaghetti spicy. Yeah. So this is the bell pepper. It's time to add the bell pepper. I usually don't add my bell pepper when I'm adding the carrot and green beans because it's kind of tender and it can get soft. So when you add your bell pepper, turn it, mix it very well, then just cover it for like 2 to 3 minutes and your spaghetti is ready. Yeah. So after that, I covered it. Are you guys seeing the color? That's the purpose of using different colors of bell pepper. Yeah, and here I'm going to be serving my meal. Yeah. So I enjoyed myself with this delicious spaghetti and 2 chicken, and that was all I had for the day. Yeah, it was a lot. I enjoyed myself. So thank you so much, guys, for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.